Greetings, Masandawana. Bringing you another installment of the Yellow Corner is me, Lipulan Leholi, standing in for the Brothers of Peace, Tabiso Leraps. They are engaged, unfortunately, at the last minute in a studio session recording their much anticipated piano album. The preview is for our game against Richards Bay United. Go Kings Wellington Stadium on the 26th of April, 7:30. First and foremost, thoughts about the previous game that we had against Stelis. Unfortunately, the boys dropped the ball at the last few minutes of the game. An unfortunate mistake, which could easily happen to any other player. And we lost an opportunity, to strengthen the lead on the league log behind the people who are chasing us, Soweto. But all is not lost. I don't think we should despair. Yes, disappointed, as we all should be, rightfully so. I think the players are also disappointed. It was quite evident that the coach is also disappointed, and even Obza, I think he stated in an interview that that's not the result that they were looking for. But at the end of the day, they need to regroup, focus, and put what happened past them, and focus on the match ahead, which is the most important game, the match against Richards Bay. My thoughts in terms of what I observed, after the first half, my feelings were that we were a mistake away from conceding. Why do I say that? There were a couple of chances that the guy who was playing on the right side, Richards Bay, Stellenbosch, had with Ronza, and Ronza saved us. You can remember the chance that he came very close when Obza lost concentration and made a howler of a pass to Ronza. And fortunately, Ronza was close enough to close down that ball from going towards the goalposts. And there were a lot of scares here and there. Give credit to Kevin Hunt. I'm not my favorite football coach, but give credit to him. Tactically, I think he had planned, and his players executed to the T. They put out a lineup with defenders and only midfielders. They sacrificed putting up a striker, and all because he wanted people who could run, chase. He wanted energy levels, a mid block, but obviously one that would have lots of energy and not be compromised by one individual in the front who would be a striker. So he relied on the technical discipline and the energy levels of the players. And I think collectively those Stellenbosch players executed the mission properly. The plan was very easy. They press us when need be, and obviously hope for that mistake, or force us to create a mistake that they could easily, score from. And there were, like I said, there were a couple of scary incidents that we had, and luckily they did not score until the very last end. That goaler could have easily taken it very early in the game, because it would have allowed us to regroup, refocus, do whatever that needs to be done, to attack properly, and give the players that were on the bench that need to come in a chance also to, enough time to settle into the game and gain momentum and help us pose more of a threat and get that second goal that we had. I was not pleased with how we allowed them, to dictate how we, approach the game, more especially in the first half. We were playing a lot in the back, and obviously the plan there was probably to, attract them but they were not giving in so much. That's why we had Obza playing, sort of a center back role where we wanted them to push as close as to possible to Ronza, but they were not. They were closing down the players and they were closing down the channels very well, so that Ronza is limited in terms of finding players or players creating themselves. And obviously, another thing that irritated me is that our players at some point, I think the first 20 minutes, our players were very pedestrian in terms of moving and trying to find space where Ronza can identify and plant a pass, and we end up having to hoof the ball forward and hoping for the best. And what's his name? Ikram. Ikram does not hustle that much, He's not a big, staunch striker ko hustling for everything. He's not a structurable Mutiba, or Leon. Yena o batla di run through, o batla di pass, o batla those things, So we struggled. And we were very pedestrian in terms of how we move in the ball. It was very, very lethargic. And I remember an incident where Cardoso was actually getting frustrated. Move the ball quicker, rotate the ball quicker. And then you could easily see the momentum changing at the player, where you saw Allende moving, running, Pusale is coming to space, going deep, going in and out, trying to find and create space for Ronza to pick them out and move and lose the defenders, the players at Stellenbosch. But with all that said, I don't think we should panic. I don't think we should panic. Yes, an opportunity missed. But like I say, I will say this, a point lost. I mean, a point gained is better than points lost, So this is an opportunity, hopefully a serious wake-up call to the players, Tinkle team, that there is still another chance. We've got so many games. We've got, I think, 5 games still to go. The next game here, Richards Bay needs to. It's an opportunity for us to rectify what we did wrong. Obviously, we're not playing the robots. Yes, they will come live on at us, but we need to improve how we perform on that day and get the result which we need. Even if it's a 2-0, but we need to make sure that we bury, the chances, which is another thing that we really need to work on. I mean, we cannot let games linger on a 1-0 score for a very long time. Just controlling the game position only is not safe enough. More especially if your rest defense is not solid consistently. So we need to be very, very opportunistic. And we need to be very disciplined, and concentration needs to be at the highest level, and we need to take more chances. We need to create more chances. We need to take more chances. Be very, very, very barking. Man. Thread that pass. If force the pass, it will go through at some point. We need to take on players. And I want to commend, one of the players that is mostly hammered throughout the season, Tashrik. Tashrik was very brave. Tashrik was very brave on the day, taking on, running quite a lot, inverting, trying to get us, closer to the final third and, hopefully create a chance for us, a goal scoring chance for us. That's the player I wanna commend. And also Tsiki, I'm very happy for Tsiki that he managed to bag another goal. He's going to become a very important player of the team. I think he has settled in and he's gained the trust of the coach and his fellow teammates. He must just keep on doing what he does and improve from here onwards. The sky can only be the limit for him. Going into the match, Richards Bay, I mean, they've been doing fairly well. They gained momentum after game 11 on Pirates, where they drew 2-2. They were leading, and unfortunately, one at the last, they let in that goal. They let Pirates come back. Then obviously they had to go back and equalize, So they've gained momentum. They are very energetic. And I think they get more energy when their fans, really behind them loudly. It reminds me of Maritzburg City, how they used to do, I think it was Wednesdays or Thursday nights Maritzburg. Those used to be entertaining when Mabuye and Luva, I think, were still there. I think it was Farouk, the guy that is the guy who was a former coach at Pirates, but I think he's somewhere Morocco, Algeria right now. So yeah, we must anticipate a very tough, high energy level game. I think they're going to come up with the same approach that they did game Abonale Pirates. You know, they've got a couple of players which I feel that we also need to look out at. You know, the likes of Zikali, Gumete, and there's, I can't pronounce his name, this guy, Nasikwa, yeah, that guy, Lebum Tembu, you know. So they've got those workaholics, especially in the middles, the guys that run a lot. They don't do the fancy stuff, but they run a lot. They're very compact. You know, they support each other. And I think Libona, they've got an appetite of growing in the game and obviously trying to market themselves. That's what I deem that performance against Pirates as, you know, they want to market themselves and they want to, you know, gain interest or match from the other prominent teams. So I expect a not so easy game, but I think if we are to apply ourselves accordingly, we could do very well. I mean, Richards Bay, after I think they drew their game before Pirates. Against, I think it was against Stellenbosch. Then they drew. They won before Pirates. Then they drew against Stellenbosch. I could be mixing something there. Then they drew against Pirates. Then they won against. Quite recently, they won against Yes Galaxy, who has just fired their coach Libona, and that one of the another dangerous player that they have, K Barnes. You know, Barnes has a lot of experience, a lot of energy there. I just think he's never, you know, gone up a level consistently. You know, he's one of those players who have a good day and maybe a good game or two. Then after that, he dips or he just stays on that level, which is not good enough, you know, to elevate his performances or what his team requires. But I enjoyed watching them really, not only purely because of the result that they had against Pirates, but of the energy that they had, the courage, the non-fear factor that they possessed, you know, to go and get that goal. You know, usually teams sit back. Hey, the big teams, they sit back and they say, counter, one a counter. That's our tactic. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, some teams, you know, gain, you know, things from that. Others don't. So I was happy with them in terms of how they performed. What I would like to see from us or regarding our game against Richards Bay is a more disciplined, a more performance coupled with high serious levels of concentration. We cannot afford to relapse at any moment or second to afford them a chance. And I realize that currently they are not afraid to take shots. So we need to be very, very mindful of that. And, you know, we need to close them down, not afford them space, you know, not afford them space to take a shot or to even think, you know. And also, we need to be very creative in terms of coming up with solutions. Should they come with a low block or a mid block? You know, we cannot be very pedestrian in terms of how we approach our game or how we move our ball around. And our rest defense, like Tavis always says, and I agree with him 100%. Our rest defense really needs to be alert. It really needs to be alert, and our players need to move around to create space for one another. You understand? That's why I think the starting lineup will be very, you know, very key, because that will set a tone in terms of how we go at these guys, how much amount of pressure do we put on them to ensure that we get the win that we need. Like I said, it's not all lost. I mean, if we win this game, we back where we belong, with a game in hand, you know, because while we badlala game ya bona with 26 or not with 25, you know. So we'll be back on top. So My anticipation, Yabona, it's obviously Richardsburg, like I said, it's a highly motivated team. It looks like energy. They will try press us. I expect a mid block, not even a low block. I expect a mid block because I think they want to put their best foot forward and carry the momentum from their previous two games into this one. They don't want to show like Baratsab or something like that. Because if they do that, then they are only asking for trouble. From us, what I expect, I expect a couple of changes, and a shift in mentality, and obviously having put past the results of the previous game, go kgole kwa re di shelve kgole, and just move on from that. I expect us to be more ruthless. There were moments where I enjoyed what Silas was doing. When he was closer to the box, Letsiki, those neat touches where there was clean passing, but that was closer to the box, So I want to see more of that. If we are not going to take shots, clean passes, there must be, and especially not, okay, I give you one, then you give me here, or I move, you go there, third man runs where it's possible, so we can confuse the defensive line. Their weakest link, if I were to say, Kakani, their goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper is not the best goalkeeper, especially if you take shots. If you take shots at him consistently, he's bound to make and concede. So we need to take shots at the keeper as much as we can. We also need to have follow-up runs to those shots that we take. We need to be very decisive, and we need to bring our A game towards this match. As early as possible, we need to get a goal as early as possible in the match, to settle the nerves and to shut down the crowd. Richards Bay, a volume and notch down, and be able to control the game, but still not sitting at the back. Going for the second game, cautionary that our rest defense must be very alert, because I expect them to create chances for themselves, whether on a counter, on transition or what, so, to have those moments, because bowling 20 moments, there will be time where we are applying and we are on top of them. Then there will be a time where they apply some form of pressure on us, but we need to be able to, get out of that and, not make sure that doesn't last for long, and be able to impose ourselves and get a second goal. We need to kill off games as soon as possible. It would be great if we could get 2 goals in the first half, so that we can manage the second half much better and afford the players that come off the bench the second half to not be chasing Libona too much, but to also just strengthen us and move us more forward, stabilize, keep the same momentum, and obviously, move us to bag more goals if possible. But I would be happy with a scoreline here, 2-0, and I'm not really bothered about Baleba Korani goals. We just need to win our games, and if we win our games, we are done, Gabona. So our concentration levels need to not only for 90 minutes, 95 minutes, and obviously the referee will be an issue at times, because we know how things work. So we need not rely on the ref to win us the match. We need to win ourselves the match, from the starting lineup and from the bench. And I really hope, and I want to believe that the boys will do right on this one. Going into the lineup that I anticipate for this game, which I would like to see, not Cardozo's lineup, which I would like to see. I would put Ronza Komarahu, and I would have Kuliso as the right back. I would have Grant center back, the right center back, and a part of me was feeling, mentally, I wonder how is he doing. But I saw, after the game, that a lot of guys were supporting him and telling him probably, man, don't worry, don't take this, Haholu, we together, we've got your back, we'll come out of this, just stay strong, pull through, So I would put back in Damani. That boy is quite good. He made an unfortunate mistake, an unfortunate error. Any player can have. We've seen horrendous mistakes from other players, Zarona, So I would put back in Damani as our left center back, because he poses so many threats, whether Arnaldi said Piscopil in terms of the corner kicks, or even helping us move the ball, diagonally Kopil, or he's got a nice left foot, he can easily, push the ball forward for us if we are not having pockets more immediately from Bobo Adams and so forth. And on the left, I would have Aubrey, who I hope is switched on. I don't know what was happening, kind of, because in the second half, he wouldn't say so I don't know what was mentally where was he, but I hope he's refocused and we could, put him on the left back. Then Koma Kharenko, the right hand side, I would have Thapelo Morena this time around. I would have Thapelo Morena on the right hand side. Then in the middle, I would have Tebza and put back Adams. I would have double pivot Tebza Adams. Then I will have there's no one besides this guy. I wish I could say Saleng to start, but I don't think Saleng is at that level where he can easily start such a game, So I would still go ahead with Tesh, more so because of how he forced himself, how he applied himself at the previous game, and more especially in the first half for the early second half minutes also, So I would push Tesh, and I also have Ziki in this game. I would have Ziki in this game, and up front I would have Leon, to be our striker. How I foresee the match turning out. I think we'll win 2-0. I think we'll win 2-1. It won't be comfortable. It might be scrappy because as I'm recording Kishibile game, and looks like the weather is not favorable. It's not warm conditions and whatnot. So it could be another, match where there might be rain, or if not, it might be a cold day in Durban. Is it Durban or KZN? Kings Wellington Stadium. It might be one of those type of evenings because it's like a 5:30. Yeah. So I just want to wish the boys all the best. Technical team all the best. And before I forget, I want to commend the guys that went to the supporters that went to the stadium for the game against Richards Bay. They pulled through and they supported the guys. Even after that match, they supported and they sang. So I want to commend them for that effort. As much as we are nervous as defense and whatnot, and I hope that doesn't trickle through to the players, that it's chin up, it's focus mentality, it's beast mode right now. It's squeaky bum time right now, so we cannot afford to make mistakes. So we minimize our mistakes and hope that we get all the 3 points that we need. That's all we want. However it comes, all we need is those 3 points got this next game. Remember, this game is the next important match that we are playing, not the final that we are waiting, but this match. With that being said, Masandawana, catch you on the flip side. I think the next match preview, it will be our game against Polokwane, if I'm not wrong, against Polokwane City. So re tla le bona ka yona beke eo ya game against Polokwane. Till then, sharp Masandawana, and all the best to the boys.